Good day, everyone. My name is Radeline A. Flores, and we are Group 1. And today we were going to report you our topic is Computer and Information Technology. Hope you enjoy it.
Computer and Information Technology is a process of studying the use of computer in its application, such as computer network, programming, computer languages, and database within an organization to solve real problems. The computer and information technology it's changed our way of living life, and this modern world is a living example of computer and information technology. We can see the technology growth around us, and this is given by computer and information technology. Based on the Google, technologies is studied and information system include programming, networking, server administration, information security, database design and development, system analysis and designing, and web development.
The 5 technology in the topic. First, WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, Microsoft 365, and Squarespace. These all technologies was released in 2015 to 2020 and available in the Philippines.
So here is my short introduction of WordPress. So what is WordPress? WordPress, it is an open source software system that millions of people use to create a beautiful website and blogs all over the world. So, WordPress, it is an open source content management system or CMS. It is released under the GPL v2 license. This means that it is actually allows people or user to create and manage their own website or blogs for free without learning how to code your website or paying amount. Also, this means that the WordPress software is available for everyone, for free to use and modify. It can be considered as a tool that allows content providers without prior knowledge or web programming to manage a crucial part of a website, such as website content and multimedia asset in a web pages. So why do people use WordPress? They use WordPress because the software is free and open source, and it doesn't take a genius to manage, and also you have a full control of your own website.
Are you familiar of Joomla? If not, then we will proceed to my short introductions of Joomla. First, we need to understand what is CMS or a content management system. CMS is more like a library which holds all your content, including text, videos, music, pictures, and etc. in its record. Joomla is one of the most user-friendly CMS today's world. Joomla is a content management system that is open source, which means it is free to use and customize. It allows you to create website and web application without having to write code from scratch. It connects to a database such as MySQL or PostgreSQL to make content management, web page generation, and data storage and retrieval simple. Joomla first released in August 17, 2005 and has won the PAC Open Source Content Management System Award 3 times. The Integrated Government Philippines program has announced the release of a new government web template for Joomla, which is available for download on June 13, 2015. And lastly, why do people use Joomla? The reason is actually simple, it's easy and it's powerful. While WordPress is also simple to use and customize, with this the developer has a ton of flexibility. The modules in Joomla can be enabled and disabled in the installation as needed. It is more secure than other CMS.
One of the example of technology in computer and information technology is the Drupal. Drupal acts as a perfect content management solution for every technical users as it is simple and flexible enough to use. It is a free open source content management system with a large supportive community. It is used by millions of people around the globe to build and maintain their websites. It is the number one platform for web content management among global enterprises, government, and higher education institutions. It is the best choice for complex content, heavy and high traffic websites, as well as those within large resources, libraries, and database. Drupal is extremely powerful, flexible, functional, and secure.
Squarespace Inc. is an American website building and hosting company which is based in New York City, United States. It provides software as a service for website building and hosting and allows users to use pre-built website templates and drag and drop elements to create and modify web pages. Squarespace is a tool designed to help you build a website even if you don't know how to build a website. Squarespace leverages the power of pre-built templates that you can there customize to make it your personal site. You can answer a question there and it will help you choose one, or you can browse from a wide variety of categories.
Microsoft 365 is a subscription that includes the most collaborative, up-to-date features in one seamless integrated experience. Microsoft 365 includes robust Office desktop apps that you are familiar with, like Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. Microsoft 365 is the most extensively used program in the world for exchanging and presenting professional information by a large number of businesses. Because of the importance of Microsoft 365 to corporate productivity, it is used by almost all computer-based professions today. It is used every day at home, in schools, and in offices to organize, handle, and show data and information, and it includes apps that may be used in a web browser as well as on desktop.
Now, let's proceed into the positive and negative effects on society. Here are the positive insights of WordPress. First, it is free to use. Second, reliable and responsive. Third, it is an open website for all the users. The negative effects on WordPress. First, it crashes. Second, it is a broken website. Third, slow page speed. Fourth, not budget friendly. And last, hassle, and it gives headache to the users.
Good afternoon, and now we will discuss the positive and negative of Joomla. But we will tackle first the positive. First, Joomla is great for beginners. The CMS boasts the native availability of so many configurations options directly from the visual administration interface that the vast majority of Joomla users won't have to touch any code. You don't even need to use FTP or file transfer protocol, since you can edit the files of Joomla template directly from the Joomla administration panel and also upload the images and files directly for pages and posts with a breeze. Joomla administration interface is really user-friendly. Second, Joomla is one-click updates and upgrades. Website maintenance is indeed one of the greatest struggles and commitments for both website administrators and developers alike. With the complexities and innovation in technology that content management system have seen, and indeed the web in general, maintaining an up-to-date installation is imperative. Joomla now utilizes a one-click update solution. One-click updates are one of those urban legends. Third, has advanced user and permission management. Joomla has awesome user management capabilities. In fact, Joomla's user permission management is the best any open source CMS or website building tool. Joomla not only allows brilliant flexibility regarding single user management, but also with groups. This is great for beginners, but that's not it. Joomla allows for such an intricate level of control for user groups with practically every single piece of content. And that's the positive of Joomla. Now, we talk about the negative. First, Joomla is more complex than WordPress. As we all know, WordPress has built the foundation of its bulletproof reputation and its ease of use. With WordPress, it is just how simple it is to create and publish your content. Unfortunately, WordPress simplicity extends deep beyond the surface level functionality of the CMS, while Joomla, creating content, modifying the site structure, and performing most other maintenance and development tasks require a greater level of expertise in Joomla. Second is backwards compatibility. Joomla quickly began to move away from its backwards compatibility as a priority since 1.5 versions was changed into 1.6. If you know anything about backwards compatibility, you'll know just how important it is for maintaining the integrity of your website, whilst allow remaining up to date with the latest technologies and version updates. Third, and the last, is the stock between WordPress and Drupal. One of the Joomla's recent challenges has been to do with differentiating itself. Today, Joomla falls somewhere in between the two, and that's the biggest issue lies. From marketing standpoint, the public doesn't hold a strong opinion of Joomla, but due to the fact that it doesn't possess the polar opposite selling points that distinguish WordPress and Drupal. And that's all the positive. That are some positive and negative of Joomla.
The negative and positive aspects of Drupal towards society. Huge user community. Drupal is an open source CMS that boasts a significant community. This includes developers and enthusiasts who can help you with the minor implementation problems or diesel doubts about building a Drupal website. The Drupal community revolves around the free exchange of ideas. It offers documentations and discussions boards for developers. Prioritize accessibility. Accessibility is a crucial component of today's digital experiences. One of the greatest things about Drupal is its commitment to accessibility. Proper accessibility makes it possible for every user, regardless of their device and capabilities, to have a solid experience. Drupal ensures that all of these features conform to the World Wide Web Consortium guidelines and accessibility features. Robust platform. Drupal websites are robust. They provide user a platform to build a solid design. A Drupal developer can create and modify its website and deliver content to the user in a platform that everybody knows. The negative aspects of Drupal. Security concern. Perhaps the most significant drawback of using Drupal CMS is the security concerns that are inherent to choosing an open source platform. In terms of security, through Drupal leaves a bit to be desired. Any developer that is even remotely familiar with the platform's code would quickly identify security vulnerabilities and carry out cyber attacks. If your site deals with sensitive or personal information, this is something you absolutely do not want. Not good for non-technological users. Another one of the major drawbacks of Drupal website is how unfriendly it is for non-developers. If you required a features on Drupal that doesn't already exist as a Drupal module, you'll need to hire a developer to build it. This presents issues for non-technological users who might not be able to use Drupal to its maximum potential. Plus, on Drupal, it's expensive to develop yourself, meaning that you may not always be able to take advantage of new features that competitors are adopting in this situation. Hard to organize. Open source CMS system like Drupal and WordPress also pose a challenge for some in terms of customization. Drupal doesn't have many modules available for customization. While there are certainly free options, most of the more popular and widely used ones required an additional fee. Upgrades themselves are often an issue as if they break one of the plugins you're already using. Additional development work will be required. Lack of support. Many people don't realize that when you are working with an open source solution, one of the most immediate problems you run into is the lack of support. Since no one owns open source software, there isn't any company behind it to help you out with the support needs. If you need development or support works, you and your staff will have to handle it, or you have the option to pay costly support from the trusted Drupal partner. However, you can simply pick up the phone and call someone when you get stuck. If your site goes down, it's up to you and your employees to fix the problem, period, and end of the story. Not so scalable. Many often find flexibility and scalability as two of the major pain points when working with a solution like Drupal CMS. For instance, if you need to build an API to get an CMS to interact with another solution, you are going to need to do it yourself, all of which leads an additional cost and resources used. With Drupal, the only way you can possibly leverage the platform to its full potential is through a Drupal partner. Since Drupal development is extremely specialized and technical knowledge required to set up the platform, it's so specific. Developing your website can often become very costly very quickly.
These are the positive and negative effects of Microsoft towards society. Positive. Microsoft are easy to use. It is easy to use because it is available at all times. It is easy to save files and documents. Also, it creates method of learning and teaching. Microsoft promotes sustainable development. It provides solutions to our problems. It creates positive change to sustain economic development, and also it helps to transmit educational materials and create a large volume of documents. Microsoft are more accessible and adaptability. It ensures the Microsoft services are designed for everyone. It helps people with different abilities in reading and writing documents. Also, it helps people to be creative, productive, and connected. Lastly, Microsoft invents lots of technologies. It invents technology and platforms that people can be used. Negative. The data is unsecured and non-confidential. The security of Microsoft depends on your context. Some of your files will be missing and remains. They degraded the quality of its own products. Microsoft face issues about qualities of files and documents after saving, malfunctioning after updating, also trust accusation. Lastly, bundling adds into security updates. Microsoft face another issues about pop-ups advertisement when you're online, which can cause virus such as malware, which it is not secured.
Positive and negative of Squarespace. Positive. A Squarespace allows you to upload your own design if you prefer. They allows you because this is a software for vlogging. If you want to share something in the people through website. The backend is easy to use. If we say backend, that's not the literal backend. In the world of computer, backend refers in any part of website or software program that users do not see, which means this software is easy when we talk about backend. There is no need to be worried about plugging because it is built in. Number 4, very responsive and accommodated. We always need this kind of software, right? And negative. So there is negative on this software. Number 1, there is no phone support. This software is not available in phones. This is only for desktop or laptops and computers. Pricing is more expensive of Squarespace. The price of this software is $16. If we convert it into peso, it is 800 pesos. Number 3, there is an overall lack of advanced marketing tools. Number 4, there is no support for third-party app, plugging, or extension. Number 5, editing and adding content can sometimes be difficult. That's all.